going up against Narga. And I'm very familiar with Dynla. Narga, on the other hand, I actually don't know much about. Do you, have you seen him around?
Man, I know I've seen him earlier today. I'm just trying to rack my brain, but the problem is it's still being overwritten by all that Eliana stuff we just saw. That's right, he's the Maypul. That's right.
Oh, he's also a Maypul?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because he's going Calrien right now in the button check.
Oh, is that? No, I think that's Dynla, because Dynla's been playing Calrien as of late.
Oh, he has been?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, he's done almost all of today as Calrien.
That's really surprising. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense then. All right.
Yeah, that's right. Narga was the Maypul that beat Jackie Peanuts earlier to send him into loser side.
That's right. Yeah, that was some really terrifying stuff.
Yep. So here we go. Starting off this set here, Narga as the Maypul going up against Dynla's Calrien.
Dynla chilling out by that left platform. This is, of course, a character he's very familiar with from first-hand knowledge. So
yeah.
I'm going to be curious, like, how badly he's going to be able to show off, like, oh, I know how to exploit this character. Just give me a sword and I'll show you.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that is just seeing how he's trying to be patient and just let Narga come to him, because Maypul's approaches, unfortunately, are fairly linear and can be easily covered by those sword slashes.
Right, yeah, because it's able to just smear a big hitbox right in front of Calrien.
Yep. Woo. The conversions with all these tippers.
Oh yeah, that was something that like Dynla always had on deck, with some really tight confirms with his own Maypul. So it makes sense that he's going to be able to carry those same fundamentals onto his Calrien.
Getting the reseed off of that, and parrying the up B, but still letting Dynla come back to the stage here. I like that, putting Lily on the platform, making it a little bit more difficult to be able to get the parry on Lily there.
It makes it harder to get the parry, and it also shows that Narga's been noticing the way that Dynla's been recovering off stage. He's been trying to aim for the platform very often, and that just puts on that extra bit of pressure to make that harder to do.
Trying to fair him off stage here, gets one to connect.
Oh, doesn't get the second hit, actually interrupts, but a beautiful side special to catch Narga's side special.
Yeah, Narga getting a little bit too aggressive there, coming back down to the stage, and Dynla capitalizing perfectly, but that tether, a perfect option in order to take away that stock.
Yeah. Otherwise, he's backing off. Not going to be able to catch. Never mind. Dynla's still on top of everything right now.
Yeah, I mean, Dynla really understands the spacing that Maypul wants to work with, and that's the joy of having played this character for so long. Dynla knows exactly what he needs to do to get the coverage.
Narga otherwise tries to set up Lily with whatever free time he has. It does help a little bit in terms of dealing with this pressure.
Yep, nice delay with that down B in order to get back to the stage.
Oh, just his dash attack to cover that approach option, and just like that, great reaction from the jab check.
Yep, just runs away immediately. Wants nothing to do with that. There we go, gets back off stage with that dash attack, but the problem is just finding a way to cover his recovery because of that huge hitbox. Again, just getting knocked away by that up B forward smash. Not going to be enough to take it away, though.
Narga trying to catch his breath on the other side of the stage.
And I mean, you see Dynla playing so patient right now. He knows he doesn't have to do any approaching here. Just let Narga do all the work.
It's interesting because, like, he finds occasionally little moments where he pokes in, but it's so rare, right? It's like one in like 6 neutral interactions is Dynla actually taking initiative.
Yeah.
But it's just enough times that it makes Narga want to strike first, right?
Yeah.
And that's really what Dynla is more after, is just to keep forcing more and more of these approaches. He just recognizes that you can't play cold all the time. Every now and then you need a spike of spiciness.
Yeah, you got to keep them honest with what they're doing.
Exactly, yeah. But that, speaking of being kept honest, Narga finding himself that down strong in order to punish that parry check.
Yep. But right now, Dynla just boxing Narga into these corners here, not letting him get any room to move with.
These back airs, it's so annoying when you're recovering against them because you want to DI in because you're trying to recover, but then that just means you get hit by more back airs.
Using that side B, trying to catch Narga sleeping on that top platform, but rolling just in time to avoid the hitbox.
Narga just chilling on the platform, being caught by that forward smash. Nothing beyond it, though. I love the use of that up air to stall out the air movement after a double jump.
Yep.
But it's still not enough.
Perfectly. Yeah, perfectly spaced forward smash just to be able to catch him right at the tip.
And just being able to chill under that platform, cover the entire thing with the forward smash.
As an FYI, Dynla was the Maypul there.
Oh, he was.
Really?
Yeah, apparently for this set or top 24 or something like that, he switched back.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It was a bit confusing. Chat had to help me out there, but.
Oh, thanks, chat.
So I am now, like, ultra confused, but okay. So that means not only did he go Maypul, but then Narga then went Calrien?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently.
All right.
Huh. Okay, we got those on the right side now.
I think, but now Dynla's rocking his black skin, which makes more sense. This tends to be the skin that I see Dynla in.
Okay.
Yeah. Crowd going wild for something, but we do have Dynla coming in, finding himself double up air.
Yep.
And Narga, like you mentioned earlier, right? Narga's patience in the previous game really paid off big.
Jeez. Getting the wrap and the double slap. Dynla doing a much better job of trying to move around Narga this time around.
It's pretty hard, though. Narga's doing so solid, just barely being one step ahead of a lot of this movement, right? Every single time before when those side dashes came out, like, we saw Narga just step back a little bit further.
Oh, no. Accidentally slipping back right above the stage because I think he was hoping to cancel that off the ledge there. But just a little bit too high, and it cost him his stock there.
Oh, good weight by Dynla, just taking his time on his way down, baiting out that parry and punishing it.
Yep, and nice mix-up on the tether there, actually going for it immediately, so not something a lot of people expect. There we go, just dancing in and out, just trying to bait out these attacks from Narga.
And the fact that he was dancing around Lily as he did it really provided that extra reinforcement that he needed in his facing game. But he's being caught by double down air.
Man, the joys of being able to hit with that tip.
Oh, yeah.
There we go, just dancing around him, finding those openings.
He's really, in the second game, Dynla's gotten a better sense of like exactly where that bubble is, where he can provoke Narga into pressing a button without actually getting hit by that button.
Yeah.
Because he definitely was looking for it in that first game, but he overshot it a bit, and Narga kept finding a lot of those punishes.
Yep. Dashing back out and constantly forcing Narga off the stage here. Definitely seems a little bit more comfortable as far as his edge guarding is concerned.
Yeah.
Ooh, speaking of edge guarding, going up there with the tether trying to fair him off.
Runs off an F tilt, gets it.
That's the tricky thing about Calrien. You got to keep your up Bs at the right height, because if you do them too high, when you go for that wall jump, you'll end up popping above the stage, and it creates an opening for your opponent to punish.
Right, like getting him themselves like a strong attack or something.
Yeah, or like the F tilt that he got for the stock kill.
Narga trying to find these down tilts. The tech read's not quite coming together. Still finds himself a sweet spot side special, though.
Yeah, catching Dynla trying to get too aggressive there with the approaching.
Yeah. Dynla giving chase, though.
Ooh, almost got that fair.
I like the delay on the wall jump by Narga. Gave him a lot of distance to throw off the timing of Dynla, but Dynla still manages to find himself the kill that he wants.
Yep. Yo. Something happening over in Smash 4. Probably a Michigan win from the looks of it based on the people who are popping off.
I mean, Smash 4 is dead. Nothing's happening in Smash.
Or Smash Ultimate.
I'm cheesing it, yeah.
Man, I've been commentating that game for 3+ years. Cut me some slack.
No, I make the same mistake, too. It's actually pretty funny.
Oh, dang.
But, you know, you can always multi-switch to catch what's happening over there as well.
Yeah, hopefully Gooshi will do some research as far as what just happened there. Or if people are multi-streaming, they can let us know in chat.
But we do have Frozen Fortress now as the pick coming up from Narga. A lot more space to play with it around, a lot more platforms rather, so that he's not always forced into these uncomfortable juggle situations.
Yep, but right now just getting edge guarded right here. Oh, for a moment there I thought Dynla was going to bet it all and go for a second fair.
Oh, yeah.
Woo. But why do you need a second fair when you can dare fair?
Just a lot of movement from Narga. Barely any swings coming out. I think he's just trying to get a sense of what kind of movement his own movement provokes in Dynla, right? And then we're going to start to see a little bit more aggression with the sword to cover that.
Yeah, because it feels like that was really what was kind of developing in that last game there that helped Dynla even it up there, because he was able to bait out a lot more options out of Narga.
Yeah. And, oh, there we go, gets the down strong. But, I mean, that's really important to recognize is that ordinarily, like, whip punishing Calrien can be really frustrating, but Maypul is just so fast that, like, she can punish, like, whiff aerials, like, consistently.
Yeah.
And that really forces Calrien to play at a slower pace than she might otherwise have to against, like, a slower, heavier character.
Yeah, and I mean, that's really the threat that Maypul's always brought to the table, just that speedy aggression that you can just zip around and throw out hitboxes, come from any angle you want.
Yeah, and just like, hey, if you're panicking and pressing buttons, that just gives me more openings. So, like, thanks.
Yep.
Dynla chilling underneath that center platform, but Narga just slowly exerting enough pressure to force Dynla into the corner, not able to convert that into a kill, though, and instead Dynla finds a kill of his own, now up 3-1 in this game 3.
Yeah, really been doing a good job applying all this pressure off stage against Narga here.
Yeah.
Oh, and the tether up there just to continue the pressure there, get a little bit more damage before he makes it back to the stage.
A bunch of dash dances to try to provoke Dynla into coming in, and he actually finds it, gets that sweet spot up air, brings it down to a 2-1 deficit to make up. But Narga's looking like he's feeling a lot more comfortable in his skin.
Yeah, definitely doing a much better job moving around and stuffing out a lot of these approaches. Down there, gonna catch him, but...
Oh, but he still keeps some pressure going on top of that tether.
Yeah, and that's the nice thing about Maypul. You're never truly out until you're out your tether.
Yeah.
Oh, almost comboed that into up B there, but Narga DIing out in order to avoid that.
Able to find it, gets the parry, but of course, gonna be another up special, but Dynla was ready for there to be only one swing of it, spaces himself just right, and then gets that charge forward strong.
Yeah, and I like the movement that Dynla did in order to set that up, because after he got the parry, you saw him jet back a little bit in order to bait out him to, oh no, wait, he jetted in order to bait out the up B to do. You know what? He baited me out. He baited me out. We'll just say that right now. He baited the words out of my mouth.
Yeah, you know, I'm right there with you. Okay, moonwalking for spacing when you're just facing head-to-head with your opponent on the ground. That's some nutty stuff.
Yep.
I actually don't know how to process how to what kind of an attack to take as that.
Right. There we go. Tethering back up, but problem is just getting poked through these platforms here. Now getting chucked around by that neutral B. And this is really the challenge. Once Narga's gotten that stage control, it's been difficult for Dynla to be able to fight through it.
Just patiently chill. Like the fact that he's so comfortable in waiting outside of reach for Narga is making such a big difference. But Narga's still doing a really good job catching these platform escapes by Dynla. Especially because the Nair on the stage can cover these entire platforms really nicely, or his forward strong on the ground level. Still going to be losing his first stock, but he has such a small deficit to make up that if he can touch ground, he can put himself in a position to deal with Dynla's next stock. But Dynla's not intent on letting that happen, just these F-tilts constantly getting in the way.
Yeah, and putting Lily there on the platform to make sure that that's not even a safe spot to go.
This has been 74% at disadvantage, finally. Finally, Narga finds his way back to center stage, but it's so hard.
And I mean, a big part of it, honestly, has been the little baits he's been doing at the ledge, because kind of like that last stock in the last game, he's kind of dashed away to make Narga think that he can just cancel out of that second hit rather than throwing it out there. And Dynla's just been able to dash right back in and punish it.
Yeah. Dynla's now working on getting rid of this second stock off of Narga. Narga's still struggling to even find any hits now that the game has developed, and there we go. Second stock in the favor of Dynla. This is looking just like a repeat of the previous game.
Yeah. I mean, just all this pressure coming out here from Dynla, just making it so frustrating for Narga to even get anywhere back on the stage.
We have a down tilt coming out, just trying to get whatever pokes Narga can find, but needs a tipper right now. I mean, you do not want a Maypul to be living at 180% every stock. This is not optimal experience.
Yeah, and that's definitely not something that's sort of in this community.
No, like this is something that's very, very challenging to have to deal with. And it's Dynla just recognizes how hard the situation is for Narga, and he's just milking it for all it's worth. Just like, okay, you're having trouble killing. What if I just made that even worse? And just kept backing off into this corner. Great DI there in order to make it harder for that F strong to connect.
I mean, just all this patience coming out from Dynla, able to live at 220+% here.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of it is just this quick back and forth movement to bait out an option from Narga here. Backs off, gives him a little bit of space, and every hit he takes hasn't really been a critical one up until that one.
That was 240%
Yeah.
for Maypul. That's wild. Maypul was like a top 3 lightest character, just like that. Dynla then immediately finds the next down strong, and that's just really good on just Dynla for managing to avoid all of those tippers constantly by Narga. Just when you're able to get